Welcome to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrissy and Carrie.
Hello, junkies. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Chrissy.
Hello, everybody.
I'm working on it.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm assuming I came in on the right cue this time.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Okay, because
we're a work in progress.
We're still working on the I can't hear the music in the beginning. But hi, everybody. Welcome back. Our second episode with us on video. So we're still working out some kinks, but we're loving it already. Thank you for all the support we've received so far. We appreciate your feedback. So today, this is a topic that I put out there for us because lately, we've been spending a lot of times at hotels and things with the traveling across country. And I'm noticing a trend, and it's very disturbing. When did PJs become... Yeah, a trend. When did pajamas become day wear, anywhere wear, dress up wear, nighttime wear, hotel wear, leisure wear, airplane wear? It's everywhere.
You sound like Dr. Seuss.
No, I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss world. So
it's been, I think, an issue for, I would probably say, the last 20 years, because I can remember it pretty much, well, maybe not that long, but I bet it's probably been 20 years since my oldest started school.
Yeah.
With the PJ day, which I was always upset about. I never wanted her to wear pajamas to school.
Exactly.
I just didn't think it was right.
I know. We didn't get to do that in our school. Well, of course, there wasn't uniform pajamas.
No, I mean, we wore a uniform, which I was fine with. A lot of people always wondered, how could you do that? I liked it. You liked it. Mm-hmm. But the big thing was when we could dress out of uniform. Right. But we were never told it was okay to wear pajamas. It was okay to come in jeans or something like that.
And no one had to tell us that don't wear pajamas. That's not acceptable. We just knew. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. When and why did it become acceptable to wear PJs in public as like normal wear?
Well, I'm going to bring up something that's probably going to maybe generate some sort of dialogue. I feel, and I don't want to give credit to a retail place, but when Victoria's Secret changed, I remember at Victoria's Secret from the late 80s and into the early 90s was, in my opinion, kind of high end.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
It was, I bought a dress from there, and I love that dress, and it was a very pretty dress for summer, and, it was sort of a big deal to be able to get your garments from there. Mm-hmm. I think some of the downfall, whether it just happened coincidentally or if it was purposeful, when they started making sweatpants there, and with the word pink on the ass, I think that things started to get weird.
It was the slippery slope. Mm-hmm.
We're like, what do you call sweatpants?
Yeah.
I don't even remember wearing those.
Yeah.
That much.
No.
It just wasn't anything. Maybe you wore it at home.
Right.
But
at home.
You didn't go out in sweatpants.
I know.
And now people are going out. I don't know.
It bothers me. So
it's a huge problem. But let's hear about what your experience is with it.
So the breakfast buffets at the hotel. So, we come down from breakfast and, you're used to seeing people down there, but like they should be dressed. It's like a restaurant, but these people think it's just an extension of their room. Like they just got a kitchenette downstairs and they're just going to their kitchen downstairs and they're in their PJs, bare feet. There was even a guy, like a teenage, like an 18, 19-year-old with his boxer shorts and no shirt and no shoes. I mean,
no way. Come on, really?
To God, yes. Yes. And I'm sitting there going, okay, if you're out in public, there's that no shoes, no shirts, no service. What
happened to that?
Right. When you leave your hotel room on the 3rd floor and the door shuts behind you, you be clothed appropriately. The little buffet downstairs is like a restaurant, you know? I was so annoyed. So then,
where was this at? By any chance geographically? Do you see it more in certain areas?
No, because I've noticed it before, never to the extent of the kid just wearing boxer shorts where practically didn't fit and things were hanging out. But I've seen this before, you know, where people come down in their slippers or their bare feet or whatever, but it's gotten out of control. And so then, you know, it kind of goes a step further where, like, you know, people are going to the store. So we have a Smith's grocery store, really nice marketplace. I actually really love this grocery store. And most of the people that go in there, they're well dressed, everything. The other day, I mean, there's a little Starbucks kiosk in there, but it's not a drive up. You have to go in the store because it's just inside a supermarket. This girl, she obviously placed her order online. She was going in to pick it up. She's in her flannel pants and her messy bun and her slippers, shuffling into the store, walking through produce to go over to get her Starbucks. I'm like, really? Like, trust me.
Wouldn't that be an issue with slippers, though? I mean, we already know that wearing shoes from outside inside,
I know.
You know, it brings in a lot of, and now you're wearing your slippers out and in.
I know. Is this just a me thing? Am I being overly sensitive about this? It bothers me.
I have to imagine there's other people bothered. Maybe it's our age group that maybe it bothers more. I don't know. I haven't ran into anybody in our age group that has been wearing pajamas. I know my daughter, I don't think thinks much of it, but she wouldn't. I hope she wouldn't do this. Yeah. I know as long as she's here, I wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
And allow her to go out like that. The other thing is, why are people accepting this that work in these establishments? They don't. Exactly. I guess customers are customers, no matter what. I mean, used to be you wouldn't be allowed to be in a place dressed inappropriately like that.
No,
but
no, everyone's afraid.
I don't know.
They don't want to confront anybody because you might get popped off, or you might get sued, or you might get a bad Google review. So they just. Oh my God, I know.
I'm not exactly, you know, people. This is how, and maybe I'm showing my age again, but I never was able, when this change sort of happened, going to church, and you know how religious I am, but I seem to recall there was a time where, when I was younger, when I did go to church for certain things, you dressed specifically like in a dress or dress clothes.
Right. Your Sunday best. And then there was
like this. Yeah. Well, that's what they used to call it. But there was a point where you started seeing, and it was more acceptable for people, men or women, to wear jeans to church.
Yeah.
Generally, jeans are pretty darn acceptable.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere. But there was something about it for church that I had a hard time with. And even though when I was going to church, it probably would have been easier for me to throw on a pair of jeans and maybe a nice top, there was something in me, for as much as I'm not religious and I generally don't want to give a shit, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Why? Why couldn't I do it? What is in me that I could not bring myself to put on a pair of jeans to go to church?
Yeah.
So I never wore jeans in church. Never.
Well,
now you go to church
I will
more
do that.
Than me. How about you?
I will.
You will do that. Well, you go a lot more.
Yeah.
So.
But I always have usually a nice top on. You know, like it's not t-shirt, so I'll put a nice shirt on. I don't know, but this pajama thing, it's just gotten out of control. And then it extends over.
I could understand if somebody would tell us why they feel comfortable and why they like doing it. I feel like to be fair, we need to hear the other side. Maybe I should have asked my daughter. I don't know. Maybe somebody can send us some comments.
Maybe.
I know we're coming off really harsh, but
I know. I guess I just think
what were you going to say?
Well, it then goes on to it going kind of like dressing nice. We were talking about in church, flying in on a plane. That used to be where you dress nice. If you were flying on a plane back in the day,
it was kind of a privilege.
It was a privilege, and you dress nice. Now, you see the same thing. Pajamas. Now, I totally get putting your kids in their comfy jammies on the plane. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, there's a certain age, I think, where I get it.
When the 30-year-olds wearing the fluffy slippers, the bunny slippers, and the pajama pants, and I'm getting old.
Well, I'm not going to say this as a definitive fact, because it's not.
Yeah.
But again, I'm probably going to offend a lot of people. When I see people wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
I connect that with you just woke up.
Yep.
You haven't had time to get yourself together yet. And I would be concerned being seated next to you on a plane. I would feel that hygienically you're not odor ready for me to be near you. And I would not be able to handle any weird smell that I caught. I would be done. And they'd have to probably, land the plane somewhere they weren't supposed to, because I'd be freaking out by now.
Ooh, that brings up a really good.
I couldn't do it.
I didn't think about that. Bed bugs. What if those people had bed bugs and they're in their jammy clothes and they roll onto the plane in their jammy clothes from their bed bug bed? Now you're getting bed bugs sitting next to, oh God. I have a whole new level of anxiety now.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to start driving.
No.
Let me know when you're coming back. No. I'm driving because I can't you seem to be, even though it's bothering you, you seem to be a little bit more.
I'll just have a few more adult beverages before I get on the plane.
That would make me worse.
While I'm on the plane, but yeah. But the slippers things in public too. Yeah. See, I have my shoes that I wear in the house, and I only wear them at the house. I don't wear them out in public because I don't want the public street germs or crud or the dirt from the pavement being in my house. So why on earth would you wear your slippers that way? Because they're even worse. They're not meant for outdoor trucking off road. They're made for your carpeting or your linoleum floor. Not a lot of
people
dirt.
Are operating at a whole different level that we just can't understand.
You step in a puddle, they're wet. They ain't drying quick. It ain't falling off there. There's no rain guard on there. I don't know.
No. Well, the other thing is I was looking at, because we follow our alma mater on Facebook.
Yes.
And I was looking at some of the pictures of some of the students, which is nice. I tried to recognize classrooms or something that looks familiar to me, that looks like maybe it did when we were there. And of course, it doesn't really look. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah. That's 30. What is it now? How long has it been since we've graduated?
I think we're at 36
years.
Oh, it's 36.
We're 36. Oh. Yeah.
So, but I mean, the kids are still wearing basically the same uniform that we were wearing.
Yeah.
And the one thing I noticed, and I know that there's this brand of shoe, Uggs, that the kids really love, and they're expensive shoes.
Yeah.
But they look like slippers sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I saw some of the girls wearing what, in my opinion, is probably would be a slipper, but I guess it might be those type of shoes.
Yeah.
But they kind of look slipper-ish.
I don't think we would have been allowed to wear those if they were around when we were in school. I feel like there was still a shoe dress code. Like we couldn't just wear tennis shoes, because if we were allowed to wear tennis shoes, I would have totally wore tennis shoes. But I remember having to have penny loafers or some kind of a flat, I
remember getting corrected on a sweater I wore. I wore the white blouse, but then I had like a cardigan I would wear over it.
Yeah. It wasn't in the right three colors. Green, navy blue, or white.
It was. I think it was, but there was one of those colors that for whatever reason they said was not acceptable.
Huh.
And I know it wouldn't have been green because I didn't have a green sweater. I don't know if it was navy blue or if it was white. But I remember they said that you used to wear sweaters. Yours were always what, navy blue?
Yeah, trust me, they weren't white, because then we have to go down the whole roll of washing them in the water and it being
well
orange.
Water. I might have had a white sweater, and maybe they said it could only be the green or the navy blue. And I do remember they were sticklers for the guys. Maybe they've slacked off of that too, but the hair. Their hair couldn't touch the top of their collar.
No, they
had
could
to be
not.
Short.
And they couldn't even have long hair that they pulled in a ponytail. Oh, no.
Oh, God, no. My God, I don't remember seeing anybody.
No, they would never have been allowed.
A guy with a ponytail.
No. Or a man.
No.
No.
And no facial hair for the men.
No facial hair. No. So anyways, we digress, but...
Well, but DJ Nick's going to say that. What?
So even though I went to public school, I remember and I was able to grow a beard probably by the time I was a senior. Even I don't know if it was in the dress code for the schools, but she told me I need to shave that beard. But I thought there were other kids that had beards in school, but yeah.
You had a woman principal?
Yeah.
At your high school?
Yeah.
How do I not know this?
That seems...
That seems out of place or something.
That time, yeah.
So. Yeah, definitely. Anyways. Yeah, no, it's a whole thing. It's, I don't know.
It does go back to this.
Trying to understand what clothes mean.
It does go back to where it starts and where, and so like nowadays I know that it's a common thing for schools to have pajama days. Like at the place I was working at in Ohio, they had a preschool and they would have pajama days and the teachers would join in and wear pajamas. And I just was like, oh, I can't. No. Mm-mm.
What? You're going to say something.
So I initially was like really against the whole pajama day in school. And I've
for the kids.
Yeah, and I guess I've kind of softened a little bit on it. What I do is I equate it to like a dress down day at work.
You ain't gonna wear your freaking pajamas at work though.
No.
Exactly.
But there's probably some jobs that probably do allow it.
I'm sure.
Because some workplaces are pretty relaxed.
I totally get a dress.
Over the years.
Yeah, go ahead.
A dress down day.
I totally get a dress down day or a casual day, but you still keep it. You can still keep it a little classy. You could still have some pride in yourself. Of course, I say this as I'm sitting here with a messy bun and t-shirt and whatever, but I guess I shouldn't judge. But anyways, that was the dysfunctional pajama drama that's been bugging me. So.
Yeah, my daughter used to get very upset with me because I would have a fit because I would be like, well, I really don't want you wearing your pajamas at school. Yeah. They're pajamas. They're for sleeping, not, and the only other time I guess I could say it's kind of cute to do it.
I wonder if you're thinking.
I know the kids when they were younger, Christmas.
Oh, okay.
When they have like their Christmas parties.
Yeah.
They'll have like the day before you leave school for the Christmas or winter break. They would probably have a very relaxed day where they have maybe a little party for the students and everybody sort of, exchanges candy or sort of has fun. It's very relaxed. Nobody's really doing anything. And they usually say they're going to watch a movie, And so But the kids, I could sort of get that, it was kind of fun. And if you had some fun seasonal type pajamas that had some sort of theme on it for winter or Christmas or whatever, that might be fun. But
I could maybe go there. In my mind, what I was thinking was the only time it should be appropriate to go out dressed in your pajamas, Halloween. You're having your little Halloween outfit is being in your PJs and messy or whatever, but I don't know. Even that's a stretch. But yeah.
You're saying
call me prude.
I'm really trying to go through my head and remember somebody who did they're wearing a lot of things, especially adults who like to get dressed up for Halloween. I don't see them wearing the flannel pajama bottoms and, the shirts.
I remember people would have this outfit. I do remember seeing a lot where somebody had the grandma moo kind of pajamas on, and they had the curlers in the hair and the face cream, that look is what I remember occasionally seeing at Halloween. So, but you're taking it to the nth extreme because now you got the curlers. And of course, there are some people that go out with curlers in their hair too. I could never do that.
Where are you seeing this?
At the grocery store. But usually, now see this, now you're talking about the other end of the spectrum. Now you're talking about the little 70, 80-year-old ladies that got their little rollers in their hair because they got, a hot date coming up at 4:00 that they need to have their hair done for.
Where are you shopping? I would love to know. I do not see that at all.
Yeah. Well, actually, I shouldn't say. I don't know if I've seen it at this Smith's, but I have seen that at the grocery store. And it's usually if I see somebody with rollers in their hair, it's a little old lady and she's got the little plastic bonnet, to kind of cover it up. Ooh, don't
the babushka.
Yeah. So...
See, I remember that.
I saw that more
in
Ohio. That would have been an Ohio thing. I would have seen that at the Giant Eagle there in Canfield.
Well, I don't have a Giant Eagle here, and
thank goodness.
I haven't seen it at any of the stores here. But I feel like that's more of for me, my personal experience, the rollers in the hair with the babushka tied over top of them. Is more for me a 70s and 80s thing. I remember women doing that a lot back then.
Yeah, right. But now those women that were in their 30s in the 70s and 80s are now the same women that are still doing that, but now they're 80s in the 2030s or 2020s, wherever we're at. So
I was going to say, are they still alive? The women we used to see doing that, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder what comfort level you have with yourself. And maybe we're just becoming so familiar with this.
Yeah.
That there is no downside to it.
I will say, and as far this carries over to men too. Because I do have a problem when I see a guy out in public and they're not dressed maybe like they care, but they got their wife or significant other or whatever alongside them. I look at their spouse or their significant other or their partner and I'm like, shame on you for letting them come out in public like that, It's there's been times
you've seen men like this too.
Yes, Jim. He'll have his work shirt on at home that got stains on it or it's got a ripped collar, frayed collar or whatever. But if we're going out, even if it is just a Starbucks, I'm like, yeah, you need to go change that shirt. I don't care. Just put a clean T-shirt on. I'm not saying you have to put a button-down collar. You don't have to put a tie on. Just put a clean T-shirt on, one with no stains, no frayed collar. Because to me, that's a reflection then on me and our relationship. So I think this is going to be where the tides turn, Chrissy. You're usually worried about what people think of you and that people are going to think bad things. This is the episode where they go, okay, Carrie, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen. Maybe I have, and I don't know.
Maybe you just don't get out enough.
Well, I don't. I don't want to be out. I stay home as much as I can, but I'm trying to think if I've seen men dressed in pajamas out there. And maybe it's a double standard. Why is it okay for women to wear this stuff, but if a man wore it, I think more people might be offended by it.
Totally. The guys are doing it just as bad as far as the flannel PJs and the slippers. But I will say they tend to be in their 20s and early 30s is the age group I'm seeing the guys do that in. And it just is.
Go ahead and
So Chrissy is so in love with me. She doesn't pay attention to any other men out and about.
I don't generally, no. I'm really trying to not pay attention to anybody. I'm really trying to feel like walking through that. Yeah, there used to be a show on that was actually pretty terrible. I can't remember what channel it was even on. Maybe History. I don't know. It's called Life After People.
Oh.
Does anybody remember that?
No.
You remember it because I was watching it.
She's saying that to me, yeah.
It was basically trying to show you what the world would be once people disappear off the planet.
A better place,
and
probably.
It's a depressing, horrible show. It's just, the whole thing is just awful.
Yeah.
Because it shows you how long domestic animals will be able to survive without us, how long infrastructure is going to collapse, bridges, dams, buildings, the Statue of Liberty disappears into the Hudson, all of this. It takes you through like 5 years after people.
Wow.
I don't know if it was on National Geographic.
That sounds like something like that.
It was just, it was very depressing. But when I go out, I try to pretend like it's life after people. So nobody's there. I try to just totally because I have had people come up to me who see me and know me, and it takes me a second to sort of like get back to, there's people here. It's almost like I'm startled. Hello. Where'd you come from?
That's funny.
Where did I stumble where there's people at? Oh my God. But
oh my.
Yeah, I wonder if that is an issue, and are women upset about that? Are guys upset about it? Because it seems like women get away with a lot more, but I hate to say that, and it's not true. I don't know that to be true.
We need feedback.
I don't know if women do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need listener feedback. We need to know what you all are thinking. Okay,
Did you look up when this became a thing?
Life After People.
Oh, you looked up Life After People.
Yeah, it was History Channel.
It was the History Channel.
Yes, from 2009, and you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Please.
Disney
I'll
Plus,
have that.
because they're not a sponsor, but
yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad show. Have any chance to look up and see when this became a thing? If you Google pajamas in public.
Ask Gemini, when did people start wearing pajamas as day wear?
When did this become acceptable? Yeah, I can't imagine. Although you can pretty much find anything.
Yeah, I know, really.
Even if you don't really want to, but. So what were you going to say before?
Oh, I had something on my mind, and then it slipped my mind. It was something good, too.
Oh, gosh.
No, I can't think of it.
Oh, it's about being out in public. It's about being out in public and seeing people you know.
No.
So this is where you guys show your age.
Because we can't remember a thought we just had?
No. 41% of adults under 45 finding it acceptable for quick errands wear pajamas in public.
No.
41%.
41%
of people under the age of what?
45.
So almost half the people.
Almost half.
So it's like, oh man, that's too much.
Finding it acceptable. I'm not saying that they do it necessarily, but 45.
If they find it acceptable, they're doing it.
No, yeah. Yes.
Probably. Is it really?
Only 18% of people over 65, which we're not there yet, but.
We're sandwiched in the middle of this.
Sorry. So.
It sounds like it's just our Generation X, that has an issue with it.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think it's all Generation X?
Well, you just said what? Under what age?
45. Isn't some of 45 Gen X? When is 40?
What year would you? It starts at 1965
to 80, right?
To 1980.
So they would.
Yeah. It's pretty much us.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're
the problem.
I don't know that you guys may not be as much in common as you might think. There might be a good percentage of even Gen Xers that are okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, how dare they?
I know, really.
They need to stick with the group. It's not cool. Don't deviate from the group or our motto. No pajamas in public.
I remembered what I was going to say. For anyone who doesn't really know what we're talking about, if you go to thepeopleofwalmart.com, there's going to be all the proof you need on what we're talking about here.
I can not imagine that there is anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about because of all of that social media that shows these videos.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I miss the old stores. Maybe there's just not enough places to shop anymore. The malls are dying.
Yeah.
And you really don't know where to turn to look for what you're supposed to be wearing.
Amazon.
I don't know.
So,
Yeah,
well,
I buy from Amazon, and generally it's lucky, but you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you do need to go into the store.
I don't look for pajamas.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
I think
thank you for
Chrissy
indulging.
doesn't even wear pajamas when she orders from. She doesn't even order from Amazon her pajamas. She gets dressed.
I thought you were going down a whole other road there, Nick.
No.
This is the idea, but I'm just as comfortable in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt that I have.
Same.
You know.
Same.
So I guess I'm not giving a whole lot of money to the pajama industry. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's why we have the problem with it, is because we don't wear pajamas even as pajamas.
No, we wear the clothes you're supposed to wear out as pajamas. We're like the opposite. So I don't know.
Anyways, well, thank you for indulging me and letting me get off my chest.
I'm with you.
I do want to know what our listeners think about this whole topic and what they feel about appropriate wear, or is it okay to wear your slippers in public or your pajamas in public, or let your spouse go out in public?
I think we're horribly old do you think and out of touch.
Yeah, we might be. So anyways, you can drop that feedback on our Facebook page, or you can put something on Instagram. But we do want you to remember that this month we are supporting Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. So if you love animals and you're looking for a great place to go visit, Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab, Utah is great. Or you can go online. They have different options of things you can do looking at the animals, supporting the animals there. So we definitely encourage you to check them out. Otherwise, we'll be back next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.